Welcome. In this video, we will discuss a very important issue. Lack of jobs forces the rural migrants to seek future in cities. Now, if you have been following news, you must have seen the heartwarming image or the images where the migrant have started to start their journey barefoot to their hometowns because of the lockdown. So these images are still very fresh in the mind of the people, but now a survey recently conducted say that because of the unavailability of job market in the rural areas, these migrants again has to move back to the city. So the migration which they have to start from barefoot itself, thus that kind of migration is again going towards the reverse migration. So let's start to see what this particular survey has talked about. So first of all, this survey was done on the household, and they realized that rural India across 11 states to access the impact of lockdown. So that's what the survey does. They have tried to kind of quantify the impact of lockdown, what kind of impact it had on the rural economy, and how the hinterland is unlocking. So hinterland is basically the area which are not very well connected. So how the Indian hinterland is unlocking and points towards the reverse migration. So what particularly this household survey says that when they have surveyed the households of rural areas in 11 states, they found the chances of reverse migration. Reverse migration means the people who have very recently moved from cities to the rural areas because of the lockdown will again have to start moving back from their villages to the city. Now, this is particularly prompted by absence of skilled employment in villages. So, because there is no employment requirement in the villages, they are forced to move back to the cities. And this is actually a huge number. So, this is particularly reflected in nearly two-thirds of migrants having either returned to the city or expressing the wish to do so. So, now if you see, two-thirds is a huge number in itself to go for any kind of provision over here. So two-third person migration, two-third population asking for returning back to the cities says a lot about the rural economy, the kind of jobs that are present in the rural economy. So that is one of the finding of the survey. The next thing which this data shows is that more than 1,000 households with migrants who were working in other cities, around 75% returned to villages due to the circumstances arising out of pandemic, and almost 30% have already returned to metros. Now this is very interesting. Like the people who were employed in the cities, 75% chose to move back to the hometown during the lockdown period. But something which is very prominent for the policymaker going forward is that almost 30% of them has already returned to the cities, which means there is a major lack of employment in our rural areas. Next thing that you have to know is 45% of those still in village think that they will move back to the city. So even the people who have still not gotten back to the cities, they are still hoping to get a chance to go back to the city. Again, the reason being there is no proper job market available for them. So that's one thing that we have to know. Now, in this particular aspect of how the government has tried to help the migrant workers, one of the major scheme which was pronounced by the government is your Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana. Now, what this particular scheme aims at? It aims at ensuring sufficient food for the poor and needy during the coronavirus crisis. Now, we are living in a place, in an age where we have enough stock of food production. So the main motive or the main idea behind this scheme is that when we have surplus production, when we have enough food storage, nobody should be dying of hunger. So because of it, our government was very prompt in deciding for the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana, where the poor should get sufficient food. So nobody should be hungry. So if you see, this was actually announced as a part of the first relief package of COVID-19 pandemic. So if you have been following news, you would have known that there was first relief package, and then there was again the 5-part stimulus package which was announced by finance minister in April. So all these, considering all these facts, this was particularly announced in the first relief package itself. Now, the part of a scheme, the food needs to be provided to all the beneficiary under the public distribution system. So the India is very good in terms of its PDS. PDS has actually helped to provide the major cereals and even nowadays pulses to the BPL under the Antodaya Anna Yojana. So Antodaya Anna Yojana is one of the major scheme through which the whole idea to reach the poorest of the poor was established. So through this Antodaya Anna Yojana, the poorest of the poor were able to get food, and that is done through the PDS system. There is another category which is your priority household ration card holder. So in ration cards itself, there are certain mark through which it could be defined that which particular household are considered as priority household. So what this scheme actually says that the PDS system under the Antodaya Anna Yojana as well as priority household ration card holders, these are the people who should get the benefit of this scheme. Now, what the update has actually been about the one which was pronounced by the Pradhan Mantri is that the eligible beneficiary will receive 5 kg of food grains, that includes your wheat and rice, and 1 kg of gram per month. This is particularly to ensure that the food is provided to the poor. So this is one of the major thing which was done. Another thing which was done on that regard is One Nation, One Ration Card. So One Nation, One Ration Card scheme was specifically made to consider the problem of migrant worker. So the migrant worker were migrating from one state to another, one city to another, and they should not be denied benefits under various schemes because of the problem of ration card, their native state of ration card. Hence, One Nation, One Ration Card scheme was also proposed during this time. Now let's also try to see some other factor about the migrant workers in India and what is their exactly state. So if you see in sheer number, 98.9 lakh, it's almost near to 1 crore people, the migrants who have reached home. Now who are still in their destination state is actually pretty less. If you see, only 2.4 lakh is the number by which the migrants have stayed in their native destination. Now, the information received from 25 state and UTs, of the total 36, there are among 11 state UTs that have not shared data. So there are like all the data that this household has gone ahead and tried to collect. Few of these states have not given data, that is one fact, and the state have said that migrants have returned home. So if you see the number of migrants who have returned home is the highest in the Uttar Pradesh. So the number of migrants who have returned from different states to their home state, that number is highest for Uttar Pradesh, and then it is also very high for states like West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, your Rajasthan, MP as well as Bihar. So states like UP, Bihar, West Bengal and Rajasthan has seen the highest number of migrants returning back to their home, while if you see in Tamil Nadu, it's only 72,175. So this is the basic state of migrants. A lot of migrants have started moving towards their hometown during the lockdown period, but because of the poor condition of job market in the rural areas, they are not able to provide livelihood to them, because of which the reverse migration has also started. So I hope you have understood. This topic is particularly important from your mains point of view regarding what kind of problems the migrant worker has, what is the rural urban divide in terms of Indian economy and livelihood opportunities. So such kind of question you have to prepare from your UPSC mains point of view. I hope you have understood the video. If you have any doubt, please comment. Thank you.